has done an adaptation of classic literature. You may know Alice in Wonderland. Well, this is Athena in Dreamland. And you're going to be, oh my gosh, blown away by these beautiful illustrations.
It was a dark and moody night. Thunder murmured low across the hills, and a flicker of distant lightning cast brief shadows across the room. Athena lay sleeping, still and silent, beneath the hush of a hidden moon. Around her bed, shifting silhouettes coiled and stretched, mysterious, dreamlike shapes swaying just out of reach. Her body floated upward from the quiet tangle of blankets, weightless and serene, as if pulled by a current only dreams could summon. Drifting past her bedroom window, she rose into a vast canopy of stars, suspended in the hush between night and dawn. She drifted into a glowing forest. Trees with twisted trunks arched toward the sky, and veils of color shifted in the air like whispers. Eyes blinked open between the branches, watching her without menace, only curiosity. Fragments of dreams stirred in the leaves, brushing her skin like the wings of forgotten thoughts. Shadows slithered along the forest floor. 3 figures emerged from the mist, each more peculiar than the last. Sibrin, tall and silver-tongued, wore a cloak of riddles and sighed in half-truths. Quillock, bent and fidgeting, carried pockets full of broken compasses and clocks. Malveris, smooth and sly, vanished between every blink. They beckoned her down winding paths, voices overlapping like wind in the trees. Lost, are you? Or exactly where you need to be? A glowing caterpillar curled atop a broad mushroom, his body coiled in lazy spirals. He had too many eyes and an unsettling stillness, as if he could see behind her thoughts. To go forward, he hummed, you must first look in. He pointed a limb toward a path split by thorny brambles, then turned away, already dissolving into mist. There on the path before Athena stood Vex, clothed in mismatched fabrics and wearing a strange pope-like coned hat. His enormous vivid blue backpack bulging with oddities, and in his hands he held a weathered book. Flying clocks and teacups spun above Athena's head as she approached. Vex's eyes danced with mischief. You've come far, he giggled, but the riddle's only half solved. The path split before her, twisting left and right beneath the tangled canopy. There, lingering in the shifting shadows, flickered Malveris, a sly grin curling across his lips. His form wavered like smoke, eyes gleaming with secrets and riddles. Which way will you choose, he teased in a playful whisper that seemed to echo from nowhere and everywhere at once. Athena stood still, heart pounding beneath the canopy's watchful eyes. The 2 paths stretched before her like mirrors, each promising discovery, danger, or escape. The air thickened with whispers and possibilities, urging her to choose. But which path would lead her to her imagination, and which might forever lose her in the shadows? After wandering down her chosen path, the woods gave way to a ruined courtyard where towering thorny roses dripped down from above. At the heart of the garden sat the Red Queen, monstrous and magnificent, on a dark throne made of jagged spires. Formidable and fierce, her eyes burning with the fire of Athena's deepest fears made flesh. The Red Queen rose from her throne, her form swelling with menace. Imagination, she hissed. Foolishness, delusion. Do you think it will save you? With each taunt, the ground trembled and the sky dimmed. Around her, vines writhed like serpents feeding on fear. You're nothing without your doubt. Crawl back. you'll crawl back to the silence as all dreamers do. With a sound like a mirror shattering, the Red Queen broke apart, glass and shadow spiraling into the void. The vines recoiled and the throne crumbled. Athena shielded her eyes as the courtyard disintegrated, and through the crumbling dreamscape, a doorway of light appeared, pulsing with quiet invitation. As the last of the Red Queen's fragments vanished into light, the thorned garden melted away like smoke on still air. Vines unraveled, and the dense gloom gave way to a vast, vaulted space filled with quiet light. Pale, towering shelves stretched upward in muted hues of gray, holding the weight of countless forgotten dreams. Athena now stood in the realm of the luminous librarian, and there, waiting in radiant stillness, stood Ilarion. Between them, mysteriously suspended in the air, floated a single open glowing book. The air shimmered with quiet anticipation as Athena stepped forward. With both hands outstretched, she held the glowing book, no longer floating, but resting in her embrace, as if it had always belonged there. Ilarion gave a slow nod, smiling with ageless grace, their luminous eyes reflecting something ancient and kind. "Then take it," they said, nodding toward the book. "It has always been yours." The library seemed to hush, as if honoring her choice. Imagination was no longer something to be found. It had returned home. Soft morning light spilled across her pillow as Athena's eyes fluttered open. The storm had passed. Her room was quiet, but her heart stirred with vivid memory. Behind her, faint shadows lingered, echoes of the forest, the tricksters, and something older still, fading like breath on glass. She reached for a journal at her bedside, its cover worn and waiting. As the ink touched paper, her dream poured out, wild forests, whispering tricksters, the Red Queen, and the luminous guide who showed her the way. She smiled, not needing to question it. The message was within her now, and the story had only just begun. And so it is with every soul who dares to dream. When fear rises like thorns, imagination becomes the key that unlocks the way forward. Athena's journey reminds us that our greatest shadows are not meant to trap us, but to be seen, shaped, and rewritten. Within every heart lies a book waiting to be opened, its pages bound not in certainty, but in courage, wonder, and wild, unshakable hope.